New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Buffalo Bills.
Ready up.
58 Mike. I'm here on
Topper. Check 26. Hey, Alpha. Bang. Ready.
On first down, it's Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. On third and long, here's Greer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a big 32-yard play on third.
On the double. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 in a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Murray now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he finds Tyler Kroft. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. He completes it to Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down throw, Greer. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
17 yards that time at a Washington first.
Here we go.
Murray now on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go, baby. Check 52.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Off play action, Greer. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Greer. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Greer. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got the hook up to Miller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First down, Washington.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They run with Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Henry out of the pistol. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Greer sets to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Let's go. At their own 16-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, Murray. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Washington. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
58 Mike. Watch the pass.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Down. 10-2 stop. 61. Match box light. Hey, Wahoo! Yo, Cheetah! Get it.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Check right, check. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Slam.
Topper.
Under 10. 10.
Hey, high 7. Check, go. Snap.
Now Greer on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Will Greer with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Shotgun now from Murray. And the grab by Croft. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Bailey's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19 on second down, a run with Breida. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right? Absolutely. Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
That'll be complete to Breida. The third down run gets them nothing. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
You got tight. You got tight right there. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Speed trip. Speed trip.
First down, Greer. Under pressure, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 3. Check 3.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Greer. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
218, chop.
They snap it to Greer. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Redskins' defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. On 1st and 10, Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Going deep this time for Miller. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
25, check 25, check 25.
They begin with Henry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it again with Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. 58's the mic. 58. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Greer. And that is incomplete here. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd and short.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
That one sails out of bounds. A side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Here's Breida, and an alley to run. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Throwing is Murray on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray going to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. 13 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray, flush to his right. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now it's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
57, Mike, 57.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. The quick slant caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Scott Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Hey, Orbit. Ready?
Here we go on 4th. Greer. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jared Davis. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And they will take a knee here. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Kroft, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. Oh, good move. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hill. Complete. It's Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hill steps away to his left. Complete. Smith has it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Come on, set. Come on, 18 Gator, 18 Gator. No. We want this.
This is Breida. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against the better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Washington, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, hands on, watch me, celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual.